Hello, 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 and welcome back to the fiefdom. My name's Oitur, and this is a very important day today. Yes, this episode is all about you. You get to decide and vote what my next command block is in this world. Now, if you're not familiar with this series, or perhaps you just missed it in my explanation, we started off with 4 command blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. They've gone missing. No, they haven't. They're just over here. The purpose of these command blocks is so that I can get some very basic resources to cut down on the grind. I work full time. Oh, we already had hay. I work full time, and I don't have that much time on my hand to do recordings. I have plenty of time to sit down and do detailing. I can't record. It's too much. Um, but I can sit down every couple of days and do a recording. And we are building this fiefdom where every time we get a subscriber, we build a homestead. I have 8 more that I need to build. So maybe in this episode, we'll also figure out where those plots are going to be. But the main purpose is to figure out what our new command block is. Cobblestone can be cooked down to become smooth stone. So, cobblestone, smooth stone. Oak logs can be cooked down, become charcoal. Hay bales can be deconstructed in a crafter to become bone meal to ultimately, buddy, out of the way, become bone blocks. And bone meal, obviously bone blocks can become bone meal again, and that means we can grow plants a lot quicker, and we can get like these firefly bushes and grow wheat faster, although I haven't really worked on the wheat in a long time. I was hoping to do the whole island in wheat, and then once the ramparts came along, then they'd get destroyed, or maybe they be some remnants outside the wall. But yeah, anyway, this is our keep. We have some wings for the different automation. We have a storage area. But yes, we need to figure out what the new command block is. It needs to be something basic. And I have some contenders. I'm going to make my case for various things, and ultimately you get to decide. And the more you interact with my videos, the stronger your vote is. So you can interact with the main 30-minute long video. I'm assuming it's going to be 30 minutes. Most of my videos have been. Or you can interact with the shorts, where I will do a little short video presenting what blocks you can vote on. And then also, if you're a subscriber, you're going to get a notification where you will have a poll and you get to choose the option. You can also write in your own options. If enough people write in those same options, then that one could very well win. Anyway, I've been working on stuff, but we need to go check out these homesteads, because I figure each homestead, if it's got a decent enough automated system set up, that will be a good contender. So let's head over to the mainland. Do I have a boat over here? I don't have a boat. Do I have a boat over here? We got candles, by the way. Oh, I'm so happy we have candles. We'll discuss that in another video. There's a boat. Not too worried about these crops. I need to make a boathouse here. I think it would make most sense. Cut across this river, get to the mainland. We're calling this village Suneveld because it is a field of sunflowers. Get out of my way. So, we'll quickly discuss this. This is technically subscriber 13's house. There's a spider spawner. It's giving us string, eyes, bones, and arrows. Very occasionally, we'll get a skeleton. The main thing here is string. Technically, it was supposed to be subscriber number one's house, but this is going to be someone who works for subscriber number one. So, string for subscriber number one. I don't think a command block for 64 string is ideal. I'm going to be doing a lot of XP grinding, and I'm going to get a lot of string due to that. So, string isn't good. String is horrible. I'm going to have it coming out the wazoo. Over here, I think is the top contender. I think it's the one that I want the most. You don't have to give it to me just because I want it the most. So, this is the mud farm. It has been pretty much optimized. This is how you make mud. We have dirt. I don't even have a chest other than these. Okay, you put dirt down. You know what? We'll fix this later. How you make mud is dirt, water bottle, mud. It's very time consuming, but you can make this kind of mud. One second, let me just get rid of this. You can make these kind of bricks. Ooh, why are these bricks kind of slushy? Anyway, you can make those bricks. You can make clay. You just have to dry it out. And so one of the subscriber farms, probably one of the next 8 that I'm going to put a plot down for, is probably going to be a clay farm, where you take the mud and you dry it out, it becomes clay. So, ideally, this would be my choice. It would cut down on this process, which is quite tedious. And that's the whole purpose of these command blocks, cutting down on the most tedious things. If I need sticks, I have my logs. If I need logs, well, I have logs. If I need planks, I have planks. If I need stripped logs for detailing, such as this, I have it. The other contender there could be the mangrove tree because it is tedious to cut down a mangrove tree. So, mud and mangrove. Over here we have our bee farm. It is not optimized. I don't think I deserve honeycomb. Yes, you could automate this, but I don't know. Also, you can't deconstruct blocks. So, for example, you can turn it into honeycomb block, but you can't turn a block back into honeycomb. It's not ideal. I'll just put that there. Remind me that that's there. Birch, on the other hand, very useful. I use it for my flooring, sometimes my ceilings. Did that notification come up on your screen too? Low disk space might not be able to save world. What? 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 We missed 2 farms. I'm just realizing. On the other side of this river, we have pumpkins, which you can automate pumpkins quite easily. I could do like a single pumpkin generator and it would generate more pumpkins than I would ever need. I don't think that's a good contender. Spruce trees, though, spruce logs, that's a good contender. So mud, mangroves, spruce, birch. Let's sleep. The spruce tree and pumpkin farm is subscriber 7. So if you know you're subscriber 7, that's your house. In theory, we don't want everyone claiming that they're subscriber 7 or that they're subscriber 1. Sometimes things just don't update, sometimes numbers don't show. Over there, you can see that there's sugarcane. Sugarcane is a horrible one. We can automate that easily and have sugarcane for days. Let's not do sugarcane. Over here, we have some cherry trees. Like, yes, we had the cherry trees up there. Those are the natural one. Oh my God, a bee. I didn't realize there was a bee nest there. Anyway, we aren't touching those cherry trees. These cherry trees we can harvest. So cherry tree or cherry logs is an option. This farm is potatoes. Potatoes are not an option. I grew them because I had them. I've been eating bread. Let's not do this one. That is subscriber 12's house, potatoes, and cherry trees. Cherry log, specifically, is what I would put into the command block. Over here, we have subscriber 11's house on the other side of the river. There are some interesting terrain on this seed. This massive mountain, fairly circular in shape, and then there's a river that is fairly circular in shape that goes around it. Anyways, this is subscriber 11's house. We stole villagers. I brought one originally over to the quarry house. I've relocated them there, and then I grabbed another one and brought him here. There's absolutely no way that I deserve a command block that gives me villagers. I don't even have a breeding system set up. And even if I did, that would break the game. Villagers are way too powerful. So don't even think about that. Over here is the quarry house, which is subscriber number 2's house. There is a tunnel that goes all the way down to level 16 where I get iron, but also I get cobblestone, andesite, diorite, and granite. Of these three, I would say diorite is the most useful. You mix it with cobblestone, you get andesite. You mix it with quartz, you get granite. All I have to do is visit the nether, start getting quartz, and then if I have a command block for diorite, I have almost an infinite supply of all three. So that is a very strong contender. I think that is option number 2 that I like the most. There isn't really any trees, like there is birch trees. I wouldn't call this a birch farm. Over here is subscriber number 5's house. We have dark oak and cows. Now, the farm is not cows. The farm is milk. And that is so we can make cake. And I think pumpkin pie does, no, it's not pumpkin pie with milk, is it? I ultimately have it set up that some food farms are near each other. So we have eggs, milk, sugarcane, and we can make cake and pumpkin pie. Yeah. We have unlimited supply of hay blocks, so we have unlimited supply of wheat. Over here is subscriber number three's house. We have two chickens here and two chickens here, and they're already just making tons of eggs. So there's absolutely no need for me to put a command block in to get more eggs. If I really want more eggs, I'll make more pens for the chickens. And then I'll really have a ton of eggs. We do have acacia wood here. This is kind of an acacia wood farm. This is where I come and I chop them down and then I replant them. Yeah. We're kind of heading away from the Sunefeld village. The main land over there is Sunefeld because it is a field of sunflower seeds, or not seeds, but sunflowers. Over here is subscriber number eight's house. Cocoa beans and jungle trees. So jungle trees could be a contender. I haven't really used them in any of my build. Mostly my builds are oak, spruce, and birch. The spruce is very annoying to gather. That might be my number three choice. It's not horrible. You can do the mega trees, the 2x2 spruce trees, and it's very easy to gather a lot of wood. But those are my roofs. And you can, there's too much wood on this side. I definitely need to start making the ramparts wrapping around here, connecting this to the keep. Maybe get some other structure in there. But, anyways, cocoa beans. Absolutely no use for cocoa beans for me. That is why this farm is relatively small. What was that? Armadillo. So, if anything, jungle trees, which also jungle trees. Why is it like we have spruce trees, we have birch trees, we have cherry trees, we have acacia trees, and then jungle? Like just generic jungle. Not only that, but cocoa trees. Like it could be a cocoa tree, but cocoa trees don't grow big like this. They grow small, like this. So like they're almost like two different species of trees, but it's the same wood and the same leaves. I don't know. It's a bit of a gripe that I have. Why is it called jungle wood? That it's just weird. Why not call spruce trees winter trees or Nordic trees or I don't know, something? Call the tree what it is. Over here we have bamboo. Bamboo could be a good contender. It's practically a wood though. So for example, let's just chop some down. It makes so much. It's so easy to grow. We could easily automate this. However, you can make bamboo blocks. That could be the block that we do for the command. And then from that, we can strip it, or we can throw it into here and make it planks. I know it's hard to tell. It just looks like it's done sideways, but it's different. Um, the thing is, you can't convert it back into bamboo. If you could take the original one, which we've now lost, um, like to me, that just seems like a bunch of bamboo strapped together. I don't know why you can't just put it back in and get bamboo back. Maybe if you like did this as a 2x2, that could make planks. I don't know. More gripes from me. Back to the base. So yeah, those are the homesteads that we currently have. I'm pretty sure I showed you 12, not counting the keep or the like all the stuff on this hill is mine. This is this feudal lord named Oitur's residence. So there should be 12 residents. We do need 8 more. Maybe no, I'll figure it out in the meantime. I kind of want specific locations where they kind of link together in a way that makes sense. Like, for example, between the string and the honey, we'll have a candle maker house. Between the sugar and the eggs, we'll have pumpkin pie. Oh, no, and the pumpkin residence. Oh my God, I'm getting tired. It was such a long day today at work. Anyways, between those three, we'll have a pumpkin pie shop, those sorts of things. I'll figure that out off camera. It's going to be time consuming, much like detailing, finding the right location can be time consuming. So, anyways, I think the top contenders are mud block, diorite, maybe bamboo, and I think that's kind of it. That's kind of it. Other than that, it could be any of the trees that we currently have, the logs for them. Those could all work. And if you have any other suggestions, feel free to put them down. Um, say what you want it to be in the comment of this video. And you get to basically comment 3 times if you're subscribed, 2 times if you watch the feature length video and the short. And if you only just watch one, if you watch the feature length or the short only, then you kind of only get 1 vote. So just make sure you find the video and vote on it as well if you want to double up your vote. And if you subscribe, then in a couple of days, I will put out a poll and you get to vote on the poll. It will be kind of like a third way for you to vote. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to vote. Not only in game, but in real life as well. Yes, we're going to throw that into the mix. Anyways, bye.